Maya always prided herself on being a rational person. A project manager who lived by spreadsheets and timelines, but after a string of bad breakups and a stressful layoff, she found herself sitting in a dimly lit room holding a steaming mug of tea, listening to a woman named Zara who wore way too many silver rings. It was just supposed to be just for fun, a Saturday afternoon distraction. Oh, you are holding on to something that is poisoning your future, Zara said, pulling the five of cups. A figure, mourning three falling cups, while two behind remain. You need to cut these ties completely from your old life to allow this new abundance to flow into it. Oh, the cards. Oh, she couldn't believe the cards were telling her this. The cards are screaming at you to leave the city. A new beginning in the West. The West? Maya asked, feeling very strange. A cold shiver went down her spine. She lived in New York. The West was nowhere. Within 7 days, Zara told her. If you do not act, this negativity will solidify. You must do something within 7 days. But over the next 3 days, Maya did nothing but analyze the reading. She had just signed a new apartment lease. Her parents lived 20 minutes away and her career was just finally picking up. But then, she had a minor argument with her mother. And the next day, her coffee spilled all over her laptop. The negativity is solidifying, she thought to herself. The cards are right. Now, on the 4th day, Maya went home and she packed her bags. She emailed her boss her resignation, telling her that she was relocating for a soul journey. She told her landlord that she was breaking a lease, forfeiting her deposit, and 2 months' rent. She didn't call her parents. She was just terrified what they would say and try to convince her to be rational, which in her mind was now synonymous with saying doomed. Now, on the 5th day, Maya drove her car west. She didn't have a job or a place to stay or any kind of plan. She was operating on a divine mandate from a deck of cards. She arrived in a small dusty town in Arizona, thinking the abundance would just appear. But instead, she sat in a barren motel room, her savings bleeding out to pay for a weekly rental, and no job in sight, no friends to call. Oh, the isolation she'd mistaken for peace, well, it suddenly turned into paranoia. It was only after her car broke down in the desert heat on the 7th day, leaving her with a $1,000 repair on her car that she couldn't afford. She just sat on the side of the road, looking at her empty life. And then she realized the only person that was poisoning her was herself. She hadn't followed fate. She'd just done something incredibly stupid because she wanted to believe a stranger knew her life better than she did. Maya drove back to New York on the 10th day, having to beg for her old job back and moving in with her parents. She's learned the hardest lesson. Hardest lesson of all. That the only person who can truly read the cards of your life is you.